Starting off with a clean, fresh face, I am going to prime my skin using the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. I really enjoy this just for smoothing it over my skin in preparation for foundation. But prior to foundation, I am going to put a bit of highlighter on. This is just to create a lit from within type of look. I am using the Farsali Jelly Beam Illuminator in the shade Glazed, and believe me when I say that a little goes a long way. As you can see right here, me trying to blend it out before I pop on my foundation, and then I realized that it does set quite quickly, so I started to use my fingers to warm up the product and blend it out. Foundation today, I'm going to use a Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. I am currently the shade 9 Dark, and just working with this foundation for quite some time just to ensure it's really thoroughly buffed into the skin. This will help ensure a very clean, natural skin look. If you rush your foundation and concealer, then the end look won't look as polished. For concealer, I am using the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer. I mix the shades Tan and Deep just in equal parts on a palette, and then I use a brush to apply it all around my eyes, underneath my eyes, and down the center of my face as well, before blending it out with a beauty blender just to create a flawless finish. And I set it in place with the Ben Nye Loose Powder. This is the banana powder, and I just bake underneath my eyes. For the rest of my face, I set with the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I just use this in the translucent shade. After which I am going to go in and do my brows. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in dark brown just to carve out my brows. They do have a few gaps like on the inner part and around the arch as well, so I just use this pencil to fill in that before setting it in place with the Benefit Cosmetics 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is just a clear brow gel that I really love using. I really adore the brush on this one. It just helps brush my hairs up and it keeps it in place. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. However, you could probably skip this step. I ended up packing on the blush, so this became a little bit null and void. So for blush, I went in with the NARS The Multiple in the shade G-Spot, and I just went absolute ham with this. I applied it all over my cheek, I applied it all over my eyelid, and blended it out towards the temples. And I brought it up onto my forehead a little bit as well, so I just went absolutely nuts with this product. And then to create a bit of dimension, a bit of a highlight as well, I went in with the NARS The Multiple in the shade Orgasm. This is a much more shimmery, lighter pink shade, and just helped create a bit more of a 3D effect with these two multiples kind of mixed together on my face. Following that, I wanted to just set everything down and add a bit more of a glow, so I use the MAC Cosmetics Prep and Prime Fix Plus in the shade Pinklite. So this has, you know, kind of illuminator that you shake up and applies it to your face in a very fine mist, which is gorgeous. And then I realized that the center of my face was looking especially shiny, so I took a little bit more of that Too Faced powder and just set the T-zone, and my inner corners were lacking a little bit, so I just applied a little bit of the Orgasm, the multiple from NARS, on there. And then I went in and I tight lined my eyes with the Marc Jacobs gel highliner in the shade Blacquer, I believe it's pronounced. And then I realized that my eyes were getting lost a little bit, so I just did a very thin liner on my top lash line. And next I am going to curl my lashes with the Shoot and Mirror Lash Curler before applying a very generous coat of the Tarte Cosmetics Light Camera Lashes Mascara. This is a favourite at the moment of mine. I wear it almost every day. And then for lips, I am going to be using the KIKO Milano lip pencil in the shade 400, and over the top, just in the center of my lips, I'm going to pop a little bit of the Smashbox Be Legendary Liquid Metal in Petal Metal. And that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!